Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 24th of November 2022, and earlier start than normal today. Down here at the Electrical Wholesalers, getting a load of downlights for a job I've got to do today, and some other bits and pieces as well. They've got a TV on in there, which is pretty much the only time I ever watch mainstream media. And they had that horrible man Gove, Michael Gove, who's this horrible minister here in the UK. Really don't like the bloke at all. And he is getting interviewed, and one of the things he was getting asked about is apparently a toddler has died due to exposure to mould, you know, the black mould that you get in grotty flats and houses. Or not such grotty ones. You can get that stuff anywhere if the place isn't properly ventilated. In fact, I'm doing a quote at the moment where I've got to install an extract fan in a bathroom, which is getting some of that stuff. But anyway, it's harmful to your health if you've got loads of it hanging around. And yeah, the coroner's report has ruled that that was sadly the cause of death for this poor little toddler. Now, my point is if they're investigating and accepting that people can die of black mould in your house, really, why aren't they investigating a lot of deaths that are happening through, well, the mainstream seem to be baffled by it. Although translation to that baffled is knows full well, I suspect. But they are baffled apparently by all of these deaths that are happening up and down the country, and indeed all over the world. So if they can investigate black mould deaths, why can't they investigate other deaths as well? Anyway, got to get on with this downlight job. So I thought I'd do something a bit different today. So going to just show you a bit of my work, take you through the day. I've got a job wiring up a load of downlights. Well, I've actually done it now, but this is going to be the intro, so I've got to pretend that I've got to start it now. So I've got 6 downlights in this room, 3 in the other room there, and some sockets as well to do. So that's my day's work, and follow along with me and I'll show you what I get up to when I'm not doing my Fair Play Now stuff. Okay, so I've got 6 downlights to go in here to replace that pendant in the middle, which uses this room as a hairdresser's kind of room, so that is totally inadequate. So we'll see if we can upgrade the lighting. So I'm pretty much at the end of the room here, so I'm going to have 2 rows of 3 just down the length of the room, with the middle ones about where that existing light is, which is about halfway, and then I'll have the far row halfway between that and the end that way, and the same this way. So it's always a bit complicated. You've got to just measure and decide on your positions, and then you've got to probe up, make sure you're not going into a joist, and then if you are, you have to kind of reevaluate things and move things around. So it can take a bit of time, this, until I'm ready for cutting the holes. But I'll come back when I've done all that and I've got the 6 holes cut. Okay, that's my holes cut, cables run, all ready for the new lights to go in, and the central pendant there is gone, and there's the 2 end ones down there. Decided to move the positions a little bit, and I had some joists not playing ball as well, so had to move things slightly, but we're just about there nicely. So 3 in the bathroom, all working nicely. and they're all installed here. And let's turn on, boom, and there we go. Just got to fill that hole and a bit of vacuuming up, job done. So this is the socket job. She used to have a double socket down there, wanted it raised up and more sockets. Bit of a tricky one. They've got an old style consumer unit, fuse box, whatever you want to call it, so with no RCD protection, so any new stuff you put in has to have that. Had to do the same with the lighting as well, but this is the one. So put an RCD spur there and run it up to the two new double sockets up there. So she's got plenty of sockets to play with there, all protected by 13 amp fuse and the RCD in this unit down here. So right, just about done. So just waiting for the lady to come back so that I can go. Sitting under a couple of my lights there. So I am going to call it a day here. I'm going to get home soon. I'm covered with dust and cobwebs from the loft up there, from when I was running the cables, wiring up, etc. So I'm going to jump in the shower and I'll be back with you tomorrow. Tim from Fairplay Now, thanks for watching.